are you? You look beautiful.
Thank you, girl. You know what I'm saying? I did a little quick beat.
Listen, I haven't got dressed in so many days, so I just did this all for you.
I did this all for you too. I even put a scarf on because my wig is coming up underneath.
See, I knew. So how have you been? How is quarantining with the kids and your man? How's that been going?
I mean, it's great. I love seeing. I said it so many times, but it's great being with my boys. Just waking up every morning to them, looking at them, and being with my man, because you know when this album comes. But the good thing about this quarantine is it has helped me. It's give me all the time I need to complete my album. So I'm really excited.
I can imagine trying to balance that all. That's why I was asking, because I have my best friend, she has 3 young boys, and I just see what happens on FaceTime. But as moms, you guys have to deal with so much.
It is crazy, man. My job is never finished.
Ever. But, and then you're trying to make music too.
Yeah, man. It's tough, but you know, it's worth it.
You've been making it work.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of your boys, I saw, recently you took them out to one of the protests, and I wanted to hear, from your perspective, why you felt that you wanted to take your boys out, and really, I guess, how you even explain that to them. I know they're pretty young, but I guess for CJ, like, do you explain the whole Black Lives Matter thing to them? And
so that wasn't a protest. It was actually on Juneteenth, it was like a celebration, because for all the people that were protesting to just take a breather and just, enjoy themselves, because there's been so much going on. So it was like all Black owned businesses out there, like all the Black owned food trucks, and like they had like a little barbecue. It was performers out there, and I was one of the people that was performing with my brother Mod the God, and we have a song together called More Love that basically describes everything that's going on. And so we went out there to perform but I brought my boys, and honestly, I do tell my oldest son, about the police brutality and like what to do in those times. I'm trying to educate him, because he has like a 5-year-old. He's still 5. So
yeah, he's still
kind of him where he can understand, but still don't think that everybody like is monsters, and don't think the worst about, this world. But I mean, I think that the older that they both get, I'll explain it more. Because it's into, because I mean, they gotta go.
It's a tough conversation, but it's it's one that has to be had. So what can you do? But I know they're still pretty young, so I was kind of curious about that and kind of how you would handle that with them. But I think you also have to remember, take into effect how old they are, and kind of go that way. So that makes sense. Well, I want to switch gears a little bit and talk about you creating music during quarantine. How has the quarantine affected your creating music? Do you think you've been able to get a little bit more creative? Has it kind of hindered you? What do you think?
I've been able to definitely get more creative. I've found a studio out here in Atlanta where I'm comfortable with it, and I go there and I just create. Before the quarantine thing started, I was actually in LA trying to finish up my album. I thought that was going to be my last trip, and I was just going to be finished with everything. But unfortunately, when you sit for so long, you think about what you could do more. And, I was like, oh, let me make a song about this. Let me make another song. So then it all just, I was honestly irritated, because I was ready to drop this album. Like,
and we were ready for you to drop the album.
Like, I was like, bro, I am so tired of having these people wait for an album. I got people all in my comments like, where's the album? Where's the album? Stop dropping songs. Where's the album? And it's just like, I get it, y'all, but y'all don't understand. This is my debut. Like, this has to be, it can't be, this has to be, I have to be completely happy with it. But now I'm at a point where I'm completely happy with it. So quarantine has given me, allowed me to do everything that I needed to do. So it will be out this fall.
Because I was going to ask. That's what the people want to know.
It'll be out this early fall. I feel like it's perfect, because I still need to execute everything in my rollout. So it's gonna come before y'all know it, I promise. And it will be worth the wait. And I'm confident.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. We got to talk about Butterflies, because not only did we get Butterflies, but we got a part 2 and the remix that just dropped with Wale. So why did you want to make a part 2, and how did Wale get on the part 2 remix?
Okay, so this is how it happened. Basically, Butterflies, I've always loved that song. That was one of my favorite songs on my EP, right?
One of my
Um,
favorites too.
yeah, all right. And that song, I felt like it didn't get the recognition it deserved. That's not why I made a part two, but I just always loved that song, and I love sampling. I love doing samples. So one day I was at the studio in LA before the pandemic started, like right before it started, and I had like a session with some producers, and we were supposed to be making a whole nother song from scratch, and I was just like, nah, let's hold off on that. I really want to make a sample to Butterflies. I want to see how it would sound. And sure enough, I loved it. I wrote to it, and I was like, oh, well, let's just release it like right away. Let's just put it on SoundCloud. It was really spontaneous. And I was in that moment too, you know, feeling the butterflies and the lovey-dovey because my boyfriend had just came to LA from Atlanta. So, you know, I was in the mood, and it really wasn't supposed to be what it was now. Like the label seen the reaction to it, and that's when people they add it on a playlist, and then they start pushing behind it and pushing it to radio, and then Wale hopped on the remix. So everything fell like perfectly, and I didn't even expect it to go that way. So
Yeah, I mean, I think you can see the response to it and how well it's been doing. That clearly the fans love it and they're glad about the part two and the
yeah.
remix to the part two. So I know we got Wale on the remix. Are there any other features that we can look forward to on the album?
Yeah, I'm yo, why that catch me up for
Come on.
Bud, Jacquees, who else is on there? Lil Durk.
What?
Yeah, that's all I can confirm right now. I do have more features though on there, but I'm not gonna say
Okay.
it right now because I want to make sure they're locked in.
No,
You
but
know?
I'm glad you even gave us anything because I know sometimes, you know, you like to keep it and just wait till the project release, which I completely get. But thank you for giving us a little something. So thank
Yeah, a
you for
little
that.
something, but it's more on there. Y'all gonna be happy, trust me.
Well, good. Now, I for so long now, I feel like, you know, just between your YouTube and putting out your music, you share so much of yourself with everybody.
Yeah.
Was there ever a point that you were just kind of like, man, I kind of wish I didn't put that out publicly, or man, I wish I didn't say that publicly and put it out there?
There's a lot of stuff that I've said publicly, just venting. Like I'm a very impulsive person. So like if I'm feeling away, like I'll go on Twitter and vent, and I shouldn't do that. But I have shared things that I've said things on there I shouldn't have said, that I wish I would have kept to myself because it opens so many different opinions, and then I get irritated with everybody telling me they opinions. I'm like, keep y'all 2 cents to yourself because I don't need it. But at the same time, I put it out there, so I mean that's what comes with it. But truthfully, this is my life now, and I'm used to it. So you know, I am
Yeah.
a few things, you know, private, but
As you should. Yeah, for sure.
yeah, as I should. But then the supporters that are spoiled now, they kind of get mad when they don't know everything because they feel like they should know everything. But
yeah. But I think it's
balance.
reasonable to say that you can keep some stuff private. Like I said, you give so much of yourself with all of that. So
Right. Yeah.
you know, you gotta keep some stuff for you.
Right. Because then, like, what is life if everybody knows everything?
For real. And you know, opinions on everything.
Yeah.
I'm sure
The fact that I see every opinion is just like sometimes
how do you block that out? Because I know, like, just with so many blogs and stuff like that in the comment sections, like that can be a lot to like just constantly see all different stuff from all
it's a lot because we're human. You know, I'm a whole human. Besides being a singer and a public influencer, I'm still a human. So I have feelings.
Yeah.
But people don't recognize that, or they don't feel like I do. They hold me up to a higher standard. They feel like I can't make mistakes. I can't be looking like this, or I can't when I'm a normal human being. But like I said, it comes with the life, but I have a lot of rewards that also come with this life as well. So I guess I just got to take it and roll with it.
All right, so I have to know, if you weren't singing and you weren't entertaining, what do you think you would be doing? Like, what would be the career if you weren't Queen Naija?
If I wasn't singing or entertaining, like on YouTube, I probably would. I always wanted to go to school for like psychology. I wanted to. Yeah, I know it's like a really tough job, but I wanted to be some kind of, I don't know, therapist or some kind of person that helps with the youth and um I don't know, battered women, just like helping people that's been broken. Whether it's
Yeah. Are you that friend in your group that people come to with
yes, a
issues?
lot of people come to me for advice. Yeah. And
Yeah.
half the time I be having some good advice for them, but then when it comes to me, I don't even know what to do. And I
That's
think that's
all
for
of us.
everybody.
That's
Yeah.
all of us.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate you taking your time out. We'll definitely be looking this fall because now
Yeah.
you know that you put kind of like a time frame on it. If it
I
doesn't come
promise this fall.
fall,
I promise it will be out. I know I said it last year and I know I got people hyped, but I promise like y'all will have it. Y'all will have it.
and then a tour after, right?
Yes,
Hopefully, if
we're
we
gonna do a
can.
tour.
I know we're kind of playing it by ear, but
Yeah, tour. I don't care though. Whoever comes to my tour, we all gotta wear masks. I gotta wear masks while singing. Like
oh, well, thank you so much. And we cannot wait to hear this album. I know I'll be listening for it. And if you ever come down to Lafayette, Louisiana, make sure you stop by the big station. You know, we will be so thankful to have you.
sure will. And I want a seafood boil too.
Well, you know what's so crazy? Real quick, I don't know how I ended up in Louisiana, and I'm allergic to shellfish. So
Oh,
all the good stuff I can't even eat.
oh man, I feel bad.
I know, but I know people who can make you a good boil. I still got connect.
When I come out there, don't forget.
I got you.
All right.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
No problem. You too, babe.
Bye-bye.